Hello guys, welcome to the first ever Mark Shrimp Tanks room tour of 2022. I hope you've all had an absolutely awesome beginning of the year. Hopefully it's better than it was last year, that is for sure. Today we're going to go over all of my tanks. We're going to have a look at every single one. But guys, one thing I want to do first, right, if you were a person and you were here right now, I'd grab you by the shirt. I'd say, guys, get yourself some of this. It is better than H2O2 dosing. And that is this stuff here. This is called Voogle and it's from Easy Life. Guys, I can't tell you enough how many times this has saved me from losing lots and lots of shrimp. Right? This stuff is basically a hormone remover and it resets the bacterial balance in your shrimp tank. Right? So just say, for example, we come in jogging in the morning like I do in my shrimp room, my coffee high as hell, but tired. You guys get the drift. And you see a tank, right, and you see 1 or 2 dead shrimp in it. Get your shrimp net, remove the shrimp, and then dose this stuff, right? And that's all you need to do. And it's also important, guys, that you do not feed the tank while this is happening, because you could be compounding the problem, right? So, guys, I can't swear by this enough. Get yourself some Voogle. I'm not paid by this company at all. They probably don't even know who I am. This is the second bottle I have bought. This is the third one, right? And I started to buy this probably about 3 months ago. So that is me on my 3rd litre. And guys, from now on, instead of me buying these 3 litres, I'm actually going to start to buy the bigger one, which is 5 litres. Let me put my glasses on again so I could actually see the camera when I'm talking to your face. Get yourself some Voogle. Let's get on with the show. Let's start over here. How are the tanks doing? Time to be brutally honest. Awesome, amazingly good. You guys will see some macro footage up here in the corner somewhere. The tank is doing amazingly well. I've actually added a grow light to it as well, and I'm not sure if this will come out in camera, but I have algae all over the glass. That's what you want on an opioid tank. Let's go to the former Sulawesi tank. You can maybe just see at the very back there. We have introduced some orange eye blue tigers into this tank. You can maybe just say there's a couple here. There's only like 5 or 6 of them in this tank, right? And they've only been in there a couple of weeks. When Peter was here, my friend, what we do is we split our colonies. I give him some of my stuff and he gives me some of his stuff. Every time I go to his house, he will give me stuff and vice versa, right? And it's a good way to think. It's a good way to do it, right? Because if you ever lose a colony like I did with that tank there, he has Sulawesi shrimp because I gave him Sulawesi shrimp. So get that into your head. Try and split your colony if you can. Try and become friends with people that will take your shrimp and you will be able to get their shrimp, etc. Because it works out for the best in the long run. The orange eye blue tigers, there's only one girl in there that I can see, but she's a big girl and she's buried, right? So it'll be a couple of weeks and we should see some babies. Tank is looking okay for an empty tank. It's as good as it can be. Yeah, I've already fed all these tanks today, so it doesn't look like much. But guys, I'll put up some macro footage as well, like you guys like to see. Blue Dream tank, basic filter in the middle, lots of ceramic rings. I put them in here, guys, is because they provide a little area that the big shrimp can't get into and the little shrimp can. And there's more biofilm in there for them to eat. Green jades are coming along nicely. I'm doing something in my tanks, guys, that I will reveal to you later once I know for sure it works. And I'm trying it in both tanks and I can see results already. Like I can see all my snails and stuff are actually all starting to get full shells. They never had this before. So it means I'm feeding the shrimp properly. Once I'm 100% confident of what it is I'm actually doing is right, then I'll tell you guys as well. Super Crystal Reds, doing good. Macro footage up now, please. Image will be in this corner. Amazing, lovely, lovely shrimp. I'm just going to quickly go over everything, guys. Blue bolts, looking good. Again, there will be an image somewhere up in the corner, probably. It's going to be a fast video. Guys, just to point this out as well, if you're new to my channel, then head over to the subscribe button away over here and click subscribe. It's free. Let's get this Voogle out the way. Calcio tank is doing good. You can see I have a theme going here with the rings. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see them, but you can see baby calcio going in and about the rings at the back there. That's why I do it. Let's get some footage of these guys up right now. Ding, there you go. They're doing good as well. I've actually slowed the flow down a little bit on this. I added the bio rings and it seems to have made a difference. I'm actually starting to get a little bit more algae on the glass at the sides, if you can see past that glare, which is a good thing, especially when you have baby shrimp. I'm not sure you'll be able to see them. You probably just see them a little bit. My phone is set here up on purpose. Oh my God, it's fixed. Guys, if you have a mobile phone, which probably 99.9% of you guys will have, if you go onto the YouTube app and you add me on there, if you click the notification bell as well, you'll actually get notifications on your phone. Tanks are doing great, guys. They're doing great. Let's see. Big tank, it has had a little change here. And I'm using this as an experiment, guys, because quite a few of you said in one of my recent videos with my Asian style filter that it will clog. Right, so I'm testing it with this. There's nothing in the bottom of this apart from soil. This is fluval stratum. It's about 4 litres, and in the bottom is a pipe that goes along like this, and it goes up to that tube up the middle. And we're going to watch this airflow here. Normally I don't have the tank this full. This is just from me topping it up from yesterday. But the test for this, guys, is that the outlet will be above the water. If it blocks, which I don't think it will, I think it's kind of impossible to block an active soil like this unless it's smaller grained. We'll be able to see if it actually blocks in the top, because we're geniuses. I want to test. I've been wanting to test that for a while, so there it is. Let's see. Crystal is doing very, very nicely. Just gonna go past them ever slow, so you guys can see. This is my little experimental tank. I think these guys might be going into the new tank that you guys would have seen in an earlier video, because yeah, we're going to start to switch all of our tanks over to the Asian style under gravel filter as well, including these ones, right? So once that tank's ready over there, I'm actually going to start to put like my pintos. You can see if I'm pointing in the right direction. They'll be going into the mix B tank at the top, and then this tank as well will be changed too. So we'll probably do like 2 tanks a month, change them over gradually. You guys will see it as well, because I'm actually going to be using different soils and different tanks. So that one and that one up there, we used fluval stratum. The next 2 tanks will be ADA Amazonia 2. It's a bit bigger grain than the other stuff. But guys, as well, when you're doing this kind of thing, I'm not sure if I've said it to you, but this tank down here has ADA powder, and it's really not suitable as a substrate in itself for anything, because it actually collapses on itself, turns to mud underneath. You see it here? If I gave this a stir up, you would be shocked at how dirty it is. That's not what you want in a shrimp tank. You want the water to be able to flow through as easily as possible. That's why a good Asian undergravel filter is like gold dust. If you have the right soil in it, it will work perfectly. You'll be able to breed tons of shrimp. So you can see the direction I'm going in with this kind of thing. Over here, our little Neo tank has been moved because we started another tank up down here. Let's have a little quick look. Just for a second, it's only been up and running for about 5 or 6 days, so there's nothing really to show. Notes on that tank, guys, are I think it might have ammonia, but I'm not sure if my API test kit might be faulty, so I've ordered another one from Sarah as well, which should be here this week, and then we could do a little update to see how much the pH is and the ammonia, because you guys like to know all that kind of stuff. Cherry shrimp tank is doing awesome. You would have seen a little clip of them yesterday. Lots and lots of green. Some of you asked me, how do I get this much algae in this little tank? And it is this simple, guys. That light there is actually connected to my setup for my plants. So it gets about 12 hours a day of light. That's why it has so much algae. You want to see the plants as well while we're here? They're doing really, really good. I've started to do watering from the base only, and I think it's made a big, big difference. I'm getting lots and lots of growth on everything. Plants are doing really, really well. This is the inside fly trap. It was kind of struggling, and then I started to do the watering from the base, And it's really, really looking cool, isn't it? Same with my Nepenthes. Starting to do everything from the base. I even take this Nepenthes out here and I water it from the base. All the jugs and stuff hanging from it, right? So that is the way to go, guys. With plants in your house, if you do have plants, that is, water them from the base. It makes quite a difference. Let's have a little look here. This will go on to a subject we talked about just a few minutes ago, and that was splitting your colony. I did it with this tank, so it looks like there's like half the tank missing. Because there is, I give half of these shrimp to Peter as well. It's what we do. I give him half my shrimp, he gives me half his shrimp. If we have issues, we always have a backup. Guys, try and do that as well. Let's have a little look. Is the glare on or off? Let's adjust the filter. Can't really tell. There it goes. Let me see. So I just fed these guys. I actually have filmed this video twice and the audio didn't work in the first one. So the shrimp have been on the food and now they're off it again. Little bastards, but they're looking really gorgeous. They're looking really gorgeous. Looking good. I don't think I fed this tank. I didn't, so there's nothing at the front. I didn't. This is the Mixed Galaxy tank. Nothing on this side because all the shrimp are eating over here. Looking really good. I'll put some footage of this up as well. Up here somewhere, I like to put in one of the corners. Yeah, it is what it is. It's very hard to see past that glare. I mean, I have a filter on this and it's still hard to see past the glare. This tank is recovered. These will soon be adults and we'll have some breeding going on. I don't think I fed this tank either, but you guys would have seen it in my mini porthole video a few days ago. And guys, this is one of the tanks I wanted to show you at the end because yeah, I talked to you about what I do if I come in and if I see a dead shrimp. So I came in this morning, seen a carcass over here, and the first thing I do is I grab that Voogle and we dose it into the tank, and then I make a mental note not to feed this tank for like a week or something. And then in general, they recover. That's how it's always worked with me. Right, so guys, get yourself some Voogle while it lasts. I'm going to be buying billions of it. So there you have it. There is our full room tour for 2022 for the first month. Guys, if you're wondering why I have a green coat here as well. God, that is some cough. If you're wondering why I have a green coat in the back there, that's because in a few months when it gets warmer, right, the ticks will be back in force and Lucibella will be treated with something on her skin, which means I'll have to be extra careful with what I do with my arms and stuff in my shrimp tanks. Right, so the way you get around this is simply by putting a coat on. You imagine if I'm holding Lucy like this to my chest and her collar's rubbing against my t-shirt, right, and then I'm in here and I'm rubbing my arm against my t-shirt or something, and then I put my arm into the tank. You can see where the issues are, right? So I've bought this, I've never really worn it yet, but when she starts to get her tick treatments, at least for the first couple of months, yeah, it will be going on my body, my beautiful body that is. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Hopefully it's not been too long. If you have enjoyed the video, guys, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Happy shrimp keeping.